I'm Kurt Gridley.
And I'm Tracy Hoover. Groover Labs is a collaborative tech hub where we want to bring all the pieces of the innovation and entrepreneurship community together here in Wichita.
Most of our career was in the Boston area in the tech industry. One of the big things about an environment like that, whether it's Boston or Silicon Valley or Austin, is that there's all these people doing similar stuff. In Wichita, there's bits and pieces of that, but there's really not a critical mass. And so we felt strongly that if we could provide a large enough facility that centrally located could bring all those pieces together, then it would feel, at least here, like there's a critical mass of the resources one needs to start a company.
We felt like we could just have a bigger impact here because it is a smaller environment and we have spent the last 15 years building up connections. If we'd moved back to Boston, we just don't have those connections anymore. We had our grand opening about 6 weeks before the pandemic shut down, and there's been a lot of little great things that happen along the way.
But then, like everyone, things came to a screeching halt. We were still largely sitting around trying to decide, should we stay open, should we close? And then there was an effort to generate various PPE for healthcare professionals and such. And there's a local effort spearheaded by Ted Wisely. It was to create headbands, 3D printed headbands with face shields for healthcare workers. And so we got involved in that, and we had an army of printers printing away these headbands for 3 months, I think. We made well over 1,000 of them, I think. So each headband could take a couple hours to print. We had lots of printers printing them, so it was reasonably effective. But we then redesigned with our own design where we could use our laser cutters to cut out the whole thing.
One thing Kurt gets credit for is thinking about what other options were, because 3D printing, it's a great prototyping mechanism, but for production, not so much.
And we were able to make those like 3 minutes each instead of a couple hours. And then because we did stay open, we were able to, a handful, not a huge number, but there are a handful of companies trying to start up. We were trying our best to do what we could to help others and also stay true to our mission. So.
Share more stories of small business champs on social media using #SmallBizChamps and #ChamberWichita.
Thank you to our 2021 partners, Cox Business and Malibu Creative. This story was presented by Affinity Automotive Services.